Oi, Brazil! It's Kat Graham. Thank you so much for watching my video here on Rolling Stone Brazil. Make sure to check out the Broken Hearts Club, available everywhere, November 1st. Obrigada.
Tudo bem?
Tudo bem.
And Kat, this is an honor for us. Thank you for being here at Rolling Stone Brazil. First question. Among music, cinema, and television, you have worked with many music stars such as Prince, Justin Bieber, John Legend, and toured the world with the Black Eyed Peas. Your father was an executive for the industry with close relations to Quincy Jones. How do you see the future of music industry, music consumption, and music distribution?
There's two ways to look at the future of what's happening with music. There's a world where artists are really empowered through social media and being able to create their own records and put them out on YouTube and Instagram and really take ownership over their masters and their image, which, you know, from the 90s and early 2000s, a lot of women, especially in pop, didn't have that kind of ownership. So that's the positive aspect of it. The negative aspect of it is that most of those artists have to be self-funded. So, or the label system is a bit broken. So unless you're on the road all the time, it's really, really hard to recoup whatever loan a label gives you. Long story short, if you're an independent artist, you struggle to get the same kind of visibility that, say, I don't know, an Ariana Grande would get. So you have to kind of work really, really hard in hopes that you get it. And then if you're a big music artist, you're almost, as Prince would have said, a slave to labels. So you have to find, if you can, a balance in a world where the streamers are giving you pennies for plays and AI is, you know, copying your voice without your permission. So it's a balance, the good things that are empowering artists and also making it so that they can live a dignified life and support their art in a meaningful way.
Second question. You're an ambassador for UNHCR.
Or how do you say it?
ECNR.
There you go.
Thank you. You are awards winner on humanitarian issues, and your grandparents were refugees from Holocaust. In Brazil, we have lots of prejudice with refugees.
That's everywhere, yeah.
What advices can you give to Brazilian people regarding dealing with refugees?
Well, the advice that I could give to people that are either from Brazil or live in Brazil that have xenophobia would be that what happens to you could happen to me. And just in the same way you would want to be protected if you had to flee your home, you would want to bestow that kind of kindness and understanding on someone else, even if they look different than you, even if they don't speak the same language as you, that we should practice being accepting also of people's circumstances, because no one wants to become a refugee. I can promise you that.
You were on diverse sitcoms and movies such as CSI, Hannah Montana, and you even composed a song to a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie.
Yeah, when I was like 14.
How important is diversity in the show business?
Oh, man. Diversity is so important in show business because it's not just about storytelling, but it's about how the audience understands people. A lot of people might not get to travel, might not ever get to Brazil, might not ever get to Africa, might not ever get to New York. So people's understanding of each other is sometimes fully in film and series and even in music. You know, there's so much music that people get to discover just from leaving their country. So it's about how we relate to each other, and that's where peace comes from. It comes from the understanding that we're not different at all, and we're all on the same team. That's that's why diversity is so important.
You'll present a couple of concerts in São Paulo and Rio de Janeiro next year.
Yeah.
What can your audience expect on your concerts?
Well, for the concerts in Rio and Sao Paulo next year, they're really going to experience the full spectrum of the music. So a lot of people, especially in Brazil, know me from Vampire Diaries, but simultaneously I'd been working and releasing records since I would say 2009. And I would release them, and I was this indie artist, and then I was signed to Interscope, and then I left Interscope. But I've had a journey simultaneously, both as an actor and also as a music artist. So fans will be able to see everything from the new record, which is the Broken Hearts Club, and they're gonna see everything from the 90s records to dance pop. They'll see a lot of dance, a lot of drummers. I'll be bringing in local musicians also to really celebrate Brazil. This is the first time I've done a concert like this. And this is really my gift for Brazil. Apparently, there's a few people in Brazil that have been asking for me to come for a very long time. So this is my gift to say thank you to Brazil, which has always been one of the first countries that really embraced me in every way. So, yeah, they can expect everything. Whatever genre you like, I'm playing it, so.
You are releasing a new musical work. What is the meaning of this EP, and why did you choose Brazil to premiere this release?
Well, I wish I could choose Brazil to premiere everything that I ever do. You guys should get the first movies, you guys should get the first albums, the first merch, just because no one cheers louder than the Brazilian fans, no one. So just selfishly, because it's Brazil, why not? Why did I choose to release the single? Damaris told me to. That's why I chose. Damaris told me to release the single. She said, Brazil, you got to bring something to Brazil. You can't just show up. You got to have something. I was like, well, I got a song. And she's like, come on, bring it. So, Damaris. But the reason that I wanted to release this song, one, it had been a couple years since I'd released my last album. And I've had a lot of growth since then as an artist. And a lot of the growth sometimes comes from really difficult moments in your life. And I wrote and recorded this song last year when I was going through probably the hardest moments that I've experienced since, I would say, 2016. And I wanted to do something that represented, even if you don't have what you think you need, you can still move forward. I even have a song from the upcoming album, not the EP, but the Pele album, specifically around how much people in Brazil, specifically for Brazil, it's literally called Para Brasil, they take whatever they have and they celebrate. And that's what I wanted to do for this, so it felt like the right place to debut this kind of record, where you still can maintain your freedom and your positivity, and you still can be vulnerable and be fierce and be open. That's one thing I really love about Brazil, is how open everyone is. So it just felt like the right place and the right time to share my broken heart.